Hey, it's Webs here with a new Hearthstone video. This time we are covering a classic Hearthstone deck, Reno Lock, which we can actually use both the Curse package and the Phylactery package to overwhelm our opponents while controlling the board so we can actually get our key combos off. I wanted to do something with Reno Jackson for quite a while now, and I figured Reno Lock is a deck that I haven't covered on the channel before, and it is an old fan favorite, so why not try it? Especially given the fact that we did get some new support for this type of deck in the form of Arson Accusation, which is actually a pretty good card within this deck. And across all the games that I played, I ended up with like a 48% win rate, but that was because originally I was using more of a imp package, but I ended up cutting out because it felt a little bit inconsistent, and the OTK package with Naval Mine felt a lot more consistent, at least in my opinion. Which means in this video, you will probably see the progression from the original version of this deck to the final version. Since the last game is literally the last game that I actually played with this deck, and it felt way more consistent with that version. For the Mulligan guide of the deck, you are looking for cards like Iron Deep Trog, Mistress of Mixtures, Touch of the Nathria, Wicked Shipment, so you can actually shuffle it back into your deck, Drain Soul, Imp Swarm, just so you can actually get 2 imps for the price of 1 later on, Naval Mine, and if you have it, keep Grimoire of Sacrifice. Full Blown Evil is also really good, or any cards that generate you Abyssal Curses to give to your opponent, such as Drag Below, Cultist, Venomous Scorpid, Volpera, or even your School Teachers. With that all being said, let's look at some games. Alright, time for a game against Paladin. So we're just going to Mulligan away everything besides the Theater, because maybe we can actually steal something really important. Okay, so we're going to put down Flame Imp. I know this is an early game because the Flame Imp is still in the deck. Actually, he was a late cut, if I remember right, just because of the fact that I didn't want to do damage to my own face as much. There were a few games where I'd rather have had any other type of minion than have him in the deck. And I learned my lesson. We're just going to coin this out to protect the imp for a turn. Hopefully get some additional damage out. The rest of the cards in our hand actually don't look that bad, to be honest. Okay, Muckhorn Servant. They're going to get a random card. We don't have enough mana to use Murder Accusation or Arson Accusation. Sorry. So, Prince Renethal isn't something I want right now, but it does serve as a card to actually just trade them, I guess. We can just put him down anyways. What do we want to do? If we had that coin, we could have killed everything here. We can use the Arson Accusation, kill the Divine Shield this turn, and then next turn we can actually kill everything on the board, which is nice. Oh, Avenge is not something I want to see. That's going to be annoying to deal with too. We have the Abyssal Curse to get rid of most of the board. Yeah, let's just use that. Pop the Divine Shields, then we can worry about the entitled customer next turn. Okay, so we're going to kill everything there, and then just pass the turn back. We probably could have put down the Librarian, to be honest, just to put down another minion, but oh well. So, put down another one of those. I'm assuming this is probably Jailer Paladin at this point, to be honest. We probably could put Theater down, see what we can actually steal. Oh, nice, a Reno. I mean, that's better than nothing, and they can't do anything with the Librarian, so there you go, I guess. So they're actually going to clear out some of our board. I'm fine with the minions that they actually dragged out of our deck. Let's see what we want to do here. We could also try to trigger the infuse on one imp, and I think that's what I'm actually trying to do here. I probably should have actually act that a little bit different, but it's fine. We're going to put that down. We'll get 3 more imps. We do need to kill our mine somehow so we can actually win the game. We are getting dangerously low, but it is what it is. Oh, equality. That is not what I want to see, especially with a carrier in tow. Well, oh, they killed our mine though. That's pretty nice. So we're extremely low. We probably should just play the Reno next turn. Oh, Fiendish Circle is pretty nice. Let's put down Reno. Actually should have hero powered first. Big mistake there, but oh well. And then we'll draw a few cards. Ah, Gigafin. If this is Jailer Paladin, this is the entire reason I'm running that card, to be honest. Destroys their board without... Yes! Lay it down. We're just going to gobble everything up here. Let's go face. And then nom 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 nom. And then we can hero power just to see what we can grab. And they have 5 cards left to kill us, or they just lose. Okay, that is going to be a little bit annoying. Might have been a little bit better to actually wait to use the Gigafin, since we could have survived an additional turn. They don't get anything cool. We're in a really good position here. They're thinking. Okay, they're just going to pass back. Lord Jaraxxus. Okay, perfect. There is a reason why I'm actually using Lord Jaraxxus instead of Kazakusan. It's just because I don't want to shuffle in additional copies. And then we're just going to choose the Naval Mine Part 2. So if they clear out our board, and then they're going to explode themselves. Alright, let's see what they get. Unless they just give up here, which is perfectly fine by me. Okay, time for a game against Mage. Okay, multicaster is not something I want to keep. The Wicked Shipment and the Impending Catastrophe I could, but the Wicked Shipment is just a turn 1 play. I now regret my decisions. I probably should have kept both. Because we could have actually just used our Wicked Shipment this turn and then had draw 3 next turn, but oh well. Okay, so Gigafin, good to see. Not really this early in the game, and not in this matchup in particular. Just going to draw a card, which is Spicy Bread Baker. They're going to draw 2. I'm curious what deck they're actually playing. There's a lot of different possibilities of Mage right now. It could be just Big Mage, to be honest, or it could be Secret Mage that just bricked a lot. Okay, so Cross Weave. Now, do we actually want to deal with all of those? Because technically we could. I don't think exploding our own minion does anything, to be honest. Let's just hero power. Then I think I was thinking about using the Arson accusation, but then I realized I probably did that out of order if I wanted to do it on that. We're going to save it for something a lot bigger, though. Okay, what to do. I guess we can heal up a little bit, and then next turn we can nuke their entire board. We could also nuke the board there, thinking about it, but oh well. So they're going to freeze everything out. I guess they're just freeze. No, they're probably just hero power, to be honest, or Spooky Mage. We do have a board clear this turn. Oh, Naval Mine would be nice. Should have blown up the Naval Mine. Sometimes my brain just misclicks and I don't know why. Well, we can kill an R1. Oh, I guess we have the entitled customer to get rid of the mine next turn if they overextend. They draw 2, I think, there. So I'm assuming they are probably Big Mage. Which is a little bit annoying, but it's still fine, to be honest. Okay, so we're going to put down Mistress and then put down 2 more additional ads. Though that might be a mistake if it's Spooky Mage, because we just gave them a bunch of 2 HP minions to kill. Okay, they're just going to play their hero card. Okay, what do we want? Oh, they're still thinking here. There's our imp infused. I actually thought about cutting him too, but being able to have three imps is actually not that bad, to be honest. We're just going to heal. Oh, that would have been nice a turn earlier, but okay. We're going to burn a card. We could use Lord Jaraxxus just to get some pressure on board. And we have nothing really else we want to do here, so not a bad turn 9 play, to be honest. Because our hero power is going to be a 6/6 every turn if we only have 2 mana left over, which is actually pretty nice. Keeping the Gigafin for later just in case. We can also get Queen Azshara and grab a Colossus minion, I think, would probably be the best bet. Okay, they're going to freeze us. That's a little bit annoying, but it's fine. They're going to be able to freeze us for an additional turn. They're only going to take 1 damage from each source next turn. Getting lower. Oh, there's Reno. Do I really want to Reno this turn, though? Let's use Azshara. See what we can grab off of the horn. I know a lot of the time it's better to do the copy a spell. But in this scenario, I think this is pretty nice. Going for Blood Sail. Going for Scoundrel, I guess. And then going for Smite. Exactly what we wanted to see, too. Only shitty part is we going to have our Trog probably killed no matter what this turn. Plus Apprentice. That will do 3 damage everywhere. Won't trigger its honorable kill once, which is nice. They are going to give us our 3 pirates. We're going to burn a card, but I'm fine with burning something. We already have Reno in hand, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, they're going to freeze our minion. What to do next turn. Okay, we definitely are going to heal with Reno. That should put us back into this game. Zakul is one of the cards that I did not want to burn. Let's put down Reno. And this is where I make the stupid misplay of I should have done Hellfire before. But it's fine, I guess. We're going to kill their last minion with our weapon. Dark Alley Pact doesn't really do anything right now, but it could in the future. Okay, we're gonna... Can we actually play all the pirates this turn? Oh, we can! But my brain, for some reason, didn't realize that. Thought we were 1 mana off. It's fine. A 6/6 is fine. Get rid of their 1 minion. They're probably going to get rid of Mr. Smite. Oh, Fire Eye. And this is why we kept the Murder Accusation in our hand. We don't have anything to easily trigger it. I guess a Sylvanas top deck is actually pretty nice here. Could have also used Gigafin, I guess, but rather not do that if I don't have to. Putting down the other imp. Are going to get dangerously low again. We might actually want to consider using the Phylactery not for the explosive orbs, but for the healing Death Rattle instead, to be honest. Because right now we have the, let's put this down. We can get Inferno out, then the safest bet is to do it like that. Not necessarily what I want to do, but I'd rather have some type of heal than rely on them to nuking our own board. This actually puts us back into the game because they only have the 6 cards in hand and 1 card in deck. Okay, they're going to freeze everything. I'm fine with that. They're going to ping our face. Then Abyssal Wave, the perfect top deck. We can heal up a shit ton and then give them a curse. Then we can use Scoundrel to just make them take fatigue damage, and they give up. Okay, time for a game against Druid. Phylactery is not something I want to keep in my open hand. Prince Renathal also isn't something I want to keep, or the Gigafin, to be honest. I mean, we could keep the Gigafin just in case for later, but I think mulliganing away all 3 is probably the best bet. There's the Naval Mine, which is nice. It's a cool... Not necessarily what I want to see right now, but it's still fine. I guess we'll just pass the turn back. Oh, it's going to be mill. Not necessarily horrible for us. We can just put down the naval mine. Vander. Vander's another card I really want to do something with nearby in the future. Actually, I guess I did do the criminal lineup Vander deck. But I also want to do it in a class that I haven't done it in before. And most of the classes that I haven't done it in before, it makes no real big sense to try to do it. I mean, I could try to use it in a token hunter deck, I guess. But I really just did a token hunter deck anyways, even though it did get a bunch of new support. Oh, there's the second curse. And there's Reno Jackson. Now we don't have to worry about actually burning any card, because we do have the Phylactery. I guess Tasman is the only card I'd worry about burning at this point when it comes to cards in our hand already. I'm actually fine with them milling themselves out too. Okay, there's the Nyxian Warder. So I'm assuming they also have Kazakusan. Again, another card I really want to do something with. I just don't want to do it in a stereotypical deck. And I tried briefly a very bad... Oh, hey, that's actually a pretty cool card. They're going to help us out a little bit. Just going to use the coin to use the coin here, because it will put us at 8 cards in hand, so we won't burn anything unless they have another due process. Okay, Wild Heart Guff. Bit annoying to see, but it's still fine. But yeah, I tried a really bad Kazakusan Quest Shaman deck, and it did not turn out so well. Oh, Theatar's nice. Could maybe steal something really cool. Let's use Entitled Customer here to wipe out the board, since I don't want to deal with all of that. We're going to burn a card next turn, but it's fine. We do have 40 cards, and they only started with 30. That's the whole reason... Oh, we're going to burn 2 cards now. That's the whole reason why I didn't like the other variants of Mill Druid that I've been seeing recently. I don't think 30 cards is better than 40 cards, because you're going to burn yourself before you burn your opponent. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Why did we have to burn Abyssal Wave? Would have been so nice with the Dark Lady. Okay, so we get 2 Drag Below. Basically, we'll kill all the whelps. The Drag Below will hit the other one, which I forgot it doesn't target only enemy minions, which is a little bit annoying, but did put 2 curses in their hand, so they're going to take, what, 7 damage. Then I think next turn I missed the Zakul and Bran for some stupid reason. I know there was a game where I accidentally swapped the order of it, I just can't remember which. Okay, there's Alexstrasza. Our Sylvanas is actually getting pretty close to being able to steal a minion, and that arson accusation being burned is kind of ironic, but annoying too. Oh shit, this was actually the game where I was smart. Okay, we're going to get 2 additional copies of this. I know it refills our hand a little bit, but it does allow us to have some additional heals. And it does prevent them from drawing in anything that could be really useful against us. Come on, use both of the curses. And if we get rid of all of our minions, we can actually deal with that too.
And the cycle of life is reborn anew.
They're actually going to draw more cards out of their deck. I guess they have Kazakusan in their hand. Okay, how do we want to do this? I don't really care what we burn at this point. We can grab the Onyxia, which will allow us to attack into the Alexstrasza that's at full HP. Let's use this. Probably should have done that in the opposite order. Then we can just keep going face. I'm not worried about them doing enough damage where it's going to matter. Okay, they burned through all their cards. Okay, so they had Kazakusan in their hand already. They just wanted everything out of their deck. Well, that is going to be annoying. I'm going to heal up a bunch here. Now the question is, do we want to be risky next turn? Or do we want to just... Oh, that's also an interesting card to top deck. We can put down Zakul ×2. Curious about how the healing there actually works. For us, at least. I'm going to kill everything on board. I'm not taking the risk. And then we do have the Theatar that we can place down. Or we could hero power. Puts us closer to... Of course we burn the 3 worst cards that they possibly could grab. But the Dead, which means they're going to get a second Book of the Dead there. Oh, Miracle Growth, okay. So they'll draw 3. They're at 10 HP. Now, let's see what we can grab here. Let's grab the Book of the Dead. Give them Queen Ajara, which in theory could help them out, but hopefully it doesn't. Let's see what we can grab here. Oh, Stable is interesting, because we can use it. Doesn't do any damage to us. Then do 7 damage to them. Heal up full with Reno, just to be safe. I think I'm calculating the amount of damage that they have. But yeah, playing Reno just to be safe. I know they have a big chance to do a bunch of damage, especially because they just burned Embers of Ragnaros. We would have lost if we didn't heal up there. Assuming they don't have 9 more damage, they're going to heal themselves up a little bit. Let's just attack with Jiraxes, I guess. And then use our hero power too. Because that'll put it at 7, and then they'll draw 3, which is exact lethal. Or not really. Alright, now that we're through the game, so let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. Overall, this deck was actually a pleasant surprise. I don't know if this is going to be the best variant of Reno Lock as it currently stands, but I do think this is one of the better ones that you could actually choose to play, as it does allow you to have a lot of control tools that other Warlock decks won't normally have access to, while also having some type of late game strategy to actually win out the game through the Naval Mine package. And honestly, I think this deck would have performed a lot better if I had actually cut out a lot of the imp support early on compared to when I did it very late into testing, about, I don't know, 15-ish games in. I also didn't realize early on that I did not have Reno Jackson in the deck at all, so I was just hurting my consistency factor for no reason whatsoever. So I did lose a few games because I never drew into the non-existent Reno Jackson. Basically what I'm saying is, if you're a fan of Reno Jackson decks, this is probably one of the better ones that you could actually try out. I had a lot of success with it when I actually finally included the Reno Jackson and cut a lot of the imp support that made it a little bit less consistent. That all being said, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.